And there are enemies nearby. It does not let you rest. It says it's... Oh, jeez! Come on, don't die. Oh my gosh. It's safe to rest here, it says. It is not safe to rest. What's up, guys? I'm Metasly, and we're back today with a new game. Or, well, actually a really old game. As everyone knows, the new Oblivion remake just came out recently, and everyone online is playing it. It looks fantastic. But I don't really want to play the same thing that everyone else is playing at the moment, so we are actually going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go back and play Elder Scrolls 1 Arena. I've always been kind of curious about the older Elder Scrolls games. I've never really heard anything good about them. I've always heard that they're clunky, old, outdated. But today we're going to find out. So full disclosure, I have only played this for like an hour or so earlier. I was trying to record this episode and I had the whole thing recorded. I got all the way done recording and had no audio. So I had to go back through and re-record. So we won't be getting my first initial reaction, but I have looked up a few guides. So I have a little bit better idea what's going on, which is very handy in this game because it can be a bit confusing starting out. So let's get into it. Uriel Septim, Emperor of Tamriel, stands with Yalen, leader of the Imperial Guards. They have been summoned by Jaeger Tharn, Imperial Battle Mage of the Empire, on rumors of treachery. The Emperor is betrayed and transported to a dimension of Tharn's choosing. After months of preparation, Jaeger Tharn takes the throne. Rhea Silmain, once Tharn's apprentice, is captured before she can warn the Elder Councillor of the Imperial Battle Mages something or other. Manipulating the essence of magic, Tharn prepares to take the true Emperor's place as ruler of the known land. The Imperial Wizard wastes no time in gathering his servants. So the Jaeger is taking over the Empire and turning them into twisted counterparts of the Emperor's Guard. And we have to, I assume, just defeat him and bring back the old Emperor. So you start out by getting to choose a class. And there are actually quite a few to choose from. We got quite a list here, as you can see. I don't really know which ones are good and which ones are bad. But earlier I was playing as a barbarian on the first time trying to play this. So we're going to go ahead and go with barbarian again. And being a big Dragon Quest VIII fan, we're going to call him Yangus.
God blimey!
Okay, we also get to choose where we are from. I don't really know if there is a benefit to any certain one. I know earlier we were choosing Hammerfell, and that's where the Red Guard are from, and we were getting dialogue from certain NPCs about being a Red Guard, and most of them saying that they didn't like them. I don't really know what's good and what's bad. Let's choose High Rock this time. Why not? Land of the Bretons. Sure, we'll be part of the Bretons. Then thou wilt be known as the barbarian Yangus, who wouldst call High Rock, land of the Bretons, his home. Know ye this also, thy race is descended from the ancient druids of Galen. Quick-witted and strong in the mystical arts, thy folk are crafty and intelligent, a learned people who use their gifts to guide others to enlightenment. That is the exact opposite of the barbarian that we just chose. Thy body and mind must be strong and hardy if thou art to succeed as a barbarian. Go ye now in peace, let thy fate be written in the Elder Scrolls. All right. So, we are embarking on the first Elder Scrolls game. I would love to continue the rest of this game. Let me know if you guys would like that too. Distribute thy points as needed, keeping in mind the recommendations for thy chosen class. So it says keeping in mind the recommendations, but there are no recommendations in-game. That makes me think that back in the day, I need to look into this, but I bet there was like, when you bought the PC version of this game back in the day, I bet there was like a guide or at least a manual with this type of stuff in it. So that would be really fun to look up and play this game along with that information. But for right now, we are just going to bump up the strength a lot. And I don't really know what to do, like what is optimal. So we're gonna go ahead, actually, you know what, let's re-roll. Let's see what we get. Re-roll. Did that do the same thing that we already had? I'm not sure. One is high of strength as we can get. I also noticed that fatigue goes up as strength goes up. I'm not really sure what that's about. Max kilos. Oh, okay, so that is our max carry weight right here at 92, I believe. Let's see, if we re-roll, if it goes back down to 39, it does not. So I think it's random each time. Gives you kind of a generalized roll each time. So we're gonna bump up our strength, save stats, and I don't really know how good that is, but thou wilt now choose thy appearance. Thy mien canst be altered by clicking thy face when thou art finished. Select done to enter the world of Tamriel, home of the arena. Okay, so we click the face until we find one that we like. That's funny. These are different faces than earlier. That is hilarious. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. We might come back to that. Got the eye patch man. Dude, these are a lot cooler faces than I had. What's, oh, it's because I'm a Breton. each race has different faces. That is cool. Okay.
We're pretty easily amused.
Let's see. I think we're gonna go with this guy with the bandana. That is awesome. So we start out with this big, long, full motion video cutscene, and believe me, it is long. Basically, we've been left in the jail cell by Jaegertharn, and we have to escape and overthrow him. And this is the lady that I talked about in the prologue, that it was killed or banished. I don't really remember, but either way, she's helping us out now, giving us little hints and stuff. So we start out in the sewers and we have to escape. And she gives us a hint as to where to go and says to go southwest. I will save you guys from having to watch that entire thing because it is quite long. But we start out, you awaken to the drip of water from somewhere above. The cell walls are covered in slime, as are the chains which hang from above. Your eye, however, immediately goes to a strange ruby glint from the corner of your cell. Okay, so the key here is what the ruby glint is, so we just click it and we get the key. All right. You open the door with the ruby key, and we are in the sewers. So, the corridors here seem twisted and confusing, but Raya's instructions were to go west, then south to find the shift gate. Okay, so we have 11 pieces of gold and a mark. That is unfortunate. Okay, so the first couple times that I played this, we at least got a weapon from here, and this time we did not. So, that is interesting. We'll see how that goes. Wow, okay, that scared the crap out of me. I'm holding the wrong button. Okay. Like a true barbarian, we just punch our way through. Okay.
I'm a barbarian. You said it yourself.
So we have to go west and south and find our way through the sewers. And navigating in this game can be a bit confusing. And his hands are very much in the way of the screen right there. That is hilarious. Need to find a body to loot here. Actually, you know what? I wonder if you can loot enemy bodies. I have not tried to do that. Where was that goblin we just defeated? Also, we were kind enough to close the door behind ourselves. You found 18 gold pieces. Okay, cool. You see a goblin. I don't see anything but my hands right now sticking up in the way. Oh, there's a goblin right there. There is no strafing in this game, so like if I want to walk right or left, I either click the side of the screen to turn or use the arrows to turn, but I cannot strafe. I have to turn and walk forward and backwards to reposition. So let's go ahead and go across here. We can get in the water and then jump back. I thought we could jump back out. Let's get out of here. I cannot get out of the water. I'm taking hits. Okay, let's get over here. We need to defeat that goblin, but he is in the way, so we can't get up out of the water over there. So the way we navigate, there's a map right here, and you can see it just pulls open a map like this, and we need to head down to this southwestern area. But there is plenty of leveling, well, a little bit of leveling that we can do in here, as well as finding items and things. Getting out of water is such a freaking pain. You have to go straight at the wall and hold forward. And if you're at an angle at all, it can be really finicky. So we have to make our way back around, and hopefully that goblin's out of the way. Maybe if we hurry fast enough. Yes, okay. We made it here before... Oh, come on. Made it here before he was blocking the path. Oh, this is rough. We need a weapon very badly. We are almost dead. You can see down here in the bottom left. The green is my health, and it is not good. And my hands are in the way, and I cannot click this guy. The goblin has nothing usable. Wonderful. Okay. I have a feeling we are not going to make it through here alive. Didn't even get a weapon on the starting body. That is rough. Okay, so it looks like we can jump in the water and follow it down. Let's see if I am correct. Yep, looks like it. Okay, so we're going to keep on going here. We have got to find a weapon. I wonder if there's somewhere that we can rest and get our health back. Oh, shoot. Nope, nope, we died. That is rough. And every time you die, you get her again talking in this FMV scene, which I like, but so long. So we didn't even save or anything, so we have to start completely over just like that. This game is a little bit brutal in that sense. If you're not prepared, it can catch you off guard pretty badly. So I am really curious why we didn't get a sword on that body, because every other time that I've played, I've gotten a sword, but that time we did not. So I'm going to do the exact same build. I'm going to do the Breton, Barbarian, and let's see if we get a sword this time. I don't know why it changed. Okay, we're back. We got the key. Now let's see if we actually get a sword this time. That's brutal that we didn't get one. A war axe. Okay, cool. War axe. Let's see if it is any good. Wait, oh, we have a broadsword this time. Where did we get that from? How did I not have a sword last time? Oh, you know what? I bet we already start with it because we're a barbarian, and I just didn't realize I already had it in my equipment. That is quite dumb. Also, I have no way of knowing which one is better. So we're going to go with the war axe. Let's see. See if it's any good. So now we have the axe, and when we want to swing, you have to right click and actually swing to do the combat, which is kind of neat. This axe looks a lot less cool than the sword. I might switch to the broadsword. Oh yeah, broadsword is way better. What the heck? That took for freaking ever compared to the broadsword. I'll show you guys. Now, let's us continue on. I'm going to start hacking and whacking now. This goblin's got nothing on us. Not sure. I don't remember where to go other than southwest. So we'll see how... Ooh, we're getting swung on. See if I can actually get up and get into combat before dying this time. Oh yeah, see, the broadsword's way better. It's way better. I would assume that's because the goblin has nothing useful. I would assume that's because it is a... Red eyes seem to glitter from the darkness. I would assume it is because it is the barbarian weapon, so it's for beefy boys. But beyond that, I don't really know. There is no explanation, at least to my knowledge, in-game of what is good or the stats on anything. So I'm already getting turned around. I have a feeling I've already been here. Let's look at the map real quick. Okay, I am going the exact opposite direction, so I need to hop in the water here. What do you guys think of this game so far? I really like it a lot. I'm quite surprised, not gonna lie, because I expected it to be kind of crappy, not gonna lie, because that's all I've ever heard is that it's so dated and it's hard to play and it's rough. But I think a lot of that is because people compare it to games like Skyrim or now Oblivion Remastered, where obviously the combat is a lot more refined. There's so much more in the game, but I absolutely love older RPGs, so this is right up my alley. I was not expecting it to be quite this good. So another thing we can do, we can click the rest button and you can camp for a while or until fully healed. And from what I read, I think you have to be elevated off the ground to be able to camp. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But since we're in this little cubbyhole, we can rest, kind of like in D&D, but there might be encounters while we are resting. So let's go ahead and rest until fully healed and see what happens. There are enemies nearby. Okay, why would it give me the option to rest and then say that I can't? See, now it says you can't camp, enemies are nearby. Okay, so I guess we are not resting up right now. And we will go back on our way. Navigation is something that is definitely very difficult in this game. Honestly, this... Oh my gosh, get out of the water. Apparently getting out of the water is very difficult too. What the heck? You have to be perfectly straight at the wall to get it. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Look at the loot. That is awesome. Okay, got some gold, steel helm. Gotta watch our back too. Some more gold, a flail. I never found this earlier. And more gold. Freaking sweet, dude. Okay. Alright. So now, steel helm. Barbarians cannot equip this item. Well, okay. Apparently it's not that cool. So, okay. We do have some stuff to sell now, at least. Okay. So we are back on our way. It looks like that water pathway leads just to this room full of loot. So that's a pretty cool find. Yeah, it's just a... Oh, that is awesome. What is this red? The red is usually a door. Is there a door that I missed? Dude, I love it. I freaking love this game. Sweet. Okay, we're back in this area. I wonder if we can rest now. I kind of doubt it. Cannot rest. There are monsters nearby. Okay. Okay, so now we can use the map and figure out where we're supposed to go. It looks like there's water. We got to get back in the water and go all the way around. Red eyes seem to glitter from the darkness. I would assume that means there's enemies within sight. Let us find out. Should have to go straight here. And then... So navigating on the map is not terrible. But once we get out of these sewers, you'll see that navigating on the open world, that's... Ooh, there he is. That's when it gets difficult. Let's see if we can get up out of here efficiently. Let's go. All right. The goblin has nothing usable. It's funny it says you see a goblin every time after looting the body. Red eyes seem to glitter. Wonder if this is a... It is. Secret. Oh boy, we are almost dead. I hope leveling up refills our HP. So we have 5 bonus points. Don't really know what would be good to put it in. So for now, we're going to keep beefing up our barbarian and putting them into strength. And we do not get a level up. We need to rest soon. A crystal? Got some gold and a crystal. What does the crystal do? I can equip the crystal, but I do not know what the crystal does. So I'm going to look up what the crystal does real quick.
Well, let's take a look at what we're dealing with here.
Okay, so generally speaking, the crystals are for using magic, which as a barbarian, I will probably not be using. So I'll need to look into them more later and see if it's something I can even use. But for now, we have got to find somewhere to rest. Got to find somewhere to rest. Oh, jeez, so we don't die to a freaking rat. If we die to a rat. When we're this far in, I mean, it's not that far, but skittering of many tiny clawed feet can be heard on the wet brown stones. We died again to a freaking rat. Okay, well, I'll make another barbarian and we'll start again. We have got to make it out of the sewers this time. Surely we can. I don't know why it's being so hard this time. I made it out just fine earlier, no problem. Combat wasn't bad at all. And now I'm just dying left and right.
You suck, you...
So now let's continue on. Let's see how fast we can get through here. Whoa, geez, scared the freak crap out of me. Oh, I would be so bad at playing horror games. Jeez Louise. All right, you see a goblin, it says, no crap. That is awesome. All right, we have made it back to the loot. So I'm pretty sure it gives us different random loot each time, which is kind of fun. Got much less gold, I'm pretty sure, right there. Crystal and a broadsword. So we have an extra broadsword because weapon durability is a thing in this game, unfortunately. Let's go. I don't know why it is so satisfying to kill these goblins. Super basic enemies. Goblins and rats fighting in the sewers. But it is so freaking fun. Okay, here we go. Here's some more combat. Let's go. Okay, this is going so much better this time.
Or did I speak too soon?
Got some gold off of him. And, ooh, a staff. Not that I'll be using a staff most likely as a barbarian here. Red eyes glitter from the darkness. Let's go. Okay. I cannot click on him. Oh, sweet. All right. We have leveled up. Okay. We get 3 bonus points. That's not very much. Let's go ahead and bump up our endurance a little bit. And our luck a little bit as well. At least get things up to 50. It's kind of an arbitrary number. Don't really know how important that is, but got some gold, bracelet, and a mace. What does the bracelet do? That's the problem. So even if you pick up something that you can use, like this bracelet, no idea what it does, even though we can equip it. So I'm just going to not for now, and I don't feel like looking it up. So we're going to press on, just keep hacking and whacking. Wow, geez. We're going to fight a rat, apparently. Okay, we got to watch out for the rats. That's one thing I found earlier is that the rats can very easily sneak up on you like that and just start picking away at your health. Pecking away at your health, and you don't even know that they're there. Thankfully, you can keep hearing that little squeaking sound on screen. It says it seems safe to rest in these niches. Look! Seems safe, huh? There's a freaking rat up here. Freaking rat, man.
Frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads?
So it said that earlier. It said it was safe, and then I climbed up here and tried to rest, and there are enemies nearby. It does not let you rest. It says it's... Oh, jeez! Come on, don't die. Oh my gosh. It's safe to rest here, it says. It is not safe to rest. We're going to clear these sewers, I swear. Maybe we're just not meant to come from High Rock. Hammerfell was going just fine earlier. The Red Guard, I don't know if it makes any difference, but I got out of the sewer with no problem every time earlier, and now I cannot make it out at all. So we're going to be a Red Guard this time. Oh, dude, we got a freaking shield this time. Okay, we got the tower shield. Okay, so when we put on the tower shield, it lowers our stats on all of these numbers No idea why, but we're going to do it anyway. We got the broadsword and the tower shield. That's crazy. I like how the loot is random each time. That is very fun. Better actually hold our sword. Jeez. Gotcha. Man, I jump a lot just for fighting goblins. If it gets to anything bigger than goblins, it's gonna be quite interesting. Let's see. Let's go. You ain't got nothing on me. Speedrun strats. Just gonna sprint through. It's complete opposite direction of where I think the exit actually is. Oh, good grief. What the heck? Kill him! Okay, we can go straight ahead, I believe, to head actually in the right direction. We're gonna miss out on that secret room full of loot. But at this point, I don't really care because I am tired of these sewers. Okay, let's see. I know we can jump. I gotta remember how. So you can click J to jump. Can we... Jeez. Okay, so you can jump like with J, but then we have to switch hands to get back over onto our weapon. What the heck? Alright, leveled up. So I think... Let's see, 6 bonus points. Before I continue that thought, let's get some more strumph. Now, what I was going to say is I think I read somewhere... What do we got here? A Schwartz word. I think I read somewhere that the combat is different. It's kind of like a tabletop RPG in that you like have a chance of hitting. So the higher your level, the higher chance of hitting. Let's get out of the water here. Gosh dang, I hate this freaking water. Woo. So right there we hit him first time, but then in the combat right before that, it took us forever just to hit him. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I love the combat so far. It's very fun. Jeez. Okay. Start swinging at barrels here. I hear enemies, but don't see them. I don't want to get caught off guard. Cannot interact with this. I don't really know what it is. Can't attack it. Can't click on it to loot things. Very strange. Let me know if you know what it is. I really don't. Oh, getting freaking hit before I even get out of the water. I hate getting in and out of the water.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it!
I like the combat, but not when I'm at such a ridiculous disadvantage. So we're going back this way. Okay. Can we rest here, please? Pretty please. Can't camp. There are enemies nearby. Okay. All right. On we go then. Let's see. Which way was it? Straight ahead through the water. There is actually, looks like... Ooh, there is a secret door. Skittering of many tiny clawed feet could be heard, and there's a rat on the floor. Okay. We just need to get the heck out of here. I am tired of playing these sewers. Can we search the rat? The rat is unusable. Gotta be a door here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Did the rat open the door? I bet there's a bunch of rats around here that I just don't see, and I'm gonna end up taking damage. Kite shield. We have a tower shield and a kite shield. Ooh, and some loot here. Some spaghetti in a corner. Some gold. Daikatana. Oh, N64 game I still need. And a steel helm. Let's see what the Daikatana is. Is it a sword? Daikatana. We have katana. But I think we're going to go ahead and keep using the broadsword. I don't know what the difference in any of them is. I have got to find, if we continue the series, I'm going to find a guide and see what each of these weapons does. This is also not the right way to go. Gosh. Wah! Gee. I jumped so bad at this game. Oh boy. Okay. What are we fighting here? And am I going to freaking die again? Oh, it's just a rat. Oh. I should not be stressing this hard over fighting rats. Let's see if I can get out fast enough that we don't die here. Nope. I don't want to have to restart this whole freaking dungeon. Ooh. Gold!
With you died our last hope for justice.
It should not be this hard. What is going on? Alright, here we go again. We're making it this time. Dwarven longsword? I wish we knew which sword was better, but I'm not looking it up right now. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. Okay, here we go. Goblins You got no idea what's coming to you. See if I can freaking get out of this water. That's ridiculous. What is... Let's go. Stab him. Stab him. Not looting anything. I'm just getting freaking through here. Empty room. Wow. How are we... Look at our freaking life. Holy crap. How are we dying so fast? There must be a stat that determines that is really low for us or something, because there is no way we're already this low. Tonto? What the heck is a Tonto? A little knife? Yeah, we don't want that. Broadsword. We're equipping the crystal. Don't know what it does. But if it helps us in any way, we can sure use it right now, because we're not doing very well. Keep our distance from that ledge in case there's a freaking goblin. Start taking our head off before we can even get out of the water. Oh! I can't turn. I can't see. We leveled up. We're about to die to some rats. Let's see our health. What goes up? What makes our health go up? Not endurance. Not speed. What the heck would it be? Maybe it just raises with our level. I did not see what it was at level 1. We killed the rats. We're so close to dying already. It's ridiculous. The controls are getting a little bit more natural already, which is there's a rat. We could literally die to this freaking rat just because we can't get out of the water smoothly. Whew. Really should be looting these bodies, but I just want to focus on getting the heck out of here. Wow, gotta be kidding me. Where did that door come from? Goblin has nothing usable. I don't care.
I don't care!
We are gonna die. That's all there is to it. We're just...
With you died our last hope for justice. Far...
If you guys know what I'm doing wrong, please let me know in the comments. So if we continue this series, I cannot be quite this bad. This is crazy. I played earlier, like I said, before my footage went to crap, and it was not anywhere near this hard. I made it out just fine. Didn't even get down to like, well, I don't know for sure, but I don't think I even dropped below like half health. This is insane, and I accidentally clicked high rock. Oh well. Oh man, if I was only an archer or a sorcerer right now, or if I was proficient at jumping. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can do it again. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness it didn't stumble in the water before we got him killed. Freaking goblin, dude. At least we got out of the water. Jeez, look how close to dead we are already. This is nuts. Man, I wish it refilled your life when you leveled up. That would be really nice. So our health does go up with each level, because I looked at the beginning of this run and it was at 40. So that is good to know. That being said, it doesn't refill it right now. So we just got to get out of here. They're closing in. Shh, stupid. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Taking hits like... What are you... Oh my gosh. The getting in and out of the water is the hardest part of this entire game so far. And not by a small margin. Let's go. Let's go. Attack! I'm swinging the freaking sword! Are we gonna get hit here? We got hit? Are you serious? What is up with this freaking game? I cannot believe this. I had no trouble at all earlier, and now I'm dying every time. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. I was disappointed you guys didn't get my first impression, but I guess this is probably entertaining too, or sad to watch, one of the two. My gosh, this is ridiculous. Okay. We've got to make it out this time, right? How could we possibly not? Like this. That's how. Like freaking this. Okay. No sound effects that time? That's odd. Maybe they didn't expect us to get in combat this fast. We're going through so fast. What? Jeez. Oh! Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, we found it. Oh! That took way longer than it should have. We're boosting the luck stat. We need it. This is rough. Let's do some endurance too. Let's get the heck out of here. Woo-wee! That was brutal. Today, the people of Lanebon Palace are having a New Life Festival in celebration of a new year. The Emperor has ordered yet another tax increase in his New Life address. Of course he has. And there is much grumbling about this. Still, despite financial difficulties, the New Life tradition of free ale at all the taverns in the town continues. The people of Lanebon Palace certainly know how to hold a celebration. We are immediately saving. We made it out of the sewers. So, now that we're out, things get a lot... Ooh, look at that, a well. Can't do anything with it. Things get interesting. This looks nothing like where I was before. It is nighttime, so we need to find an inn. From what I understand, the day-night cycle does matter. Hello? I don't believe we've ever met. I'm Kusi. I've heard there was a cute new Redguard in town. All the girls will be jealous when they see us talking. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye.
That woman is a devil.
We've got to find an inn. From what I understand, there can be enemies in the towns at night, so you really want to travel during the day. You enter the Dancing Gibbet out of the cold winter night, making your way closer to the fire. The Dancing Gibbet. Okay. Most of the people in these taverns are jerks. See, look at this. If you're looking for a dungeon to crawl in, there's one right outside. I chose a poor example. Let's see who else we can talk to here. This fellow. If you want to hear gossip, go talk to the bartender. Okay, everyone was a jerk in all of the other ones. This playthrough is so much different already. That's fun. If you want to hear gossip, talk to the bartender. Don't bother with a cheap room at the Dancing Gibbet. Redguard, get at least a double. Okay, well, this apparently is a lot nicer of an inn than any of the other ones I found earlier. Dragon's Teeth, I'm in no mood to be hassled by a drunk Redguard. Okay, that's more what I'm used to. So let's talk to the barkeep here, and we can get a free drink. What do we want here? Let's get a drag. Don't know what any of these are, but I'll take it. Okay, let's get a room. You can sneak into a room, but if you get caught, you pretty much die. So we'll get a single room, 1 night. 10 gold, and you can actually haggle over the price, which is pretty fun. So you can counter, let's see, I'll counter with 6. Let's see if it's going to consider it. Please don't insult me. Make a real offer for the single or quietly leave my inn. Okay, I'll offer 8. Let's go with 8. Ordinarily, I'd say yes, but I need 9 gold for that single. What do you say? 9 gold for the single? Unbelievable. You're lucky this isn't tourist season. Deal? Let's do it. All right, so we have a room now. So now we can go into our room and rest up and finally... Jeez, getting caught on stuff. Finally fill up our health. The field of view is so shallow on this. It's ridiculous. Can we rest in here? Is this our room? This can't be the room. Let's rest for 8 hours. Why not? Does that...
I see you have strengthened your arm and your mind.
Next part of the story explained here. Okay, so we have to get the staff to bring back the Emperor. Okay. I did not mean to click there, but he shattered... Whoa, what the... Okay, so the part that we missed was we have to... I cannot think while she's talking. You shut up, lady. So a lot of lore there. I'll save you from watching the many long cutscenes and saying that there was a staff used to banish the Emperor and it was split into 8 parts. So we have to find those 8 parts and gather them all together to bring the Emperor back. There we go. We're fully healed. I don't know why we didn't just rest until we were fully healed the first time. Okay. I am so lost. Everything was so much smoother the first time playing this game. I cannot get out of this place. Please? Nope. Oh, thank goodness. It's so hard to navigate in this game. Where's the exit? That's all I want right now. Get me out of this. Get me out of here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we finally made it out of there. And now we are in this town. I don't know what this town is called, actually, but there are just NPCs everywhere that we can talk to. You can ask them who they are, where things are, rumors generally, and rumors about work, so we can get little jobs and stuff. Lane Bond, that's where we are. But you can ask them where anything is about inns, stores, temples, all that kind of stuff. And you can ask specifically about each of these. All of these inns are in this one town. It's kind of insane. So you can ask, it's a bit southeast of here, I'm sure of it. And they'll either tell you something like that and point you in the right direction, or if you ask enough people about it, they'll actually mark it on your map. So that can be pretty handy. But from my understanding, ooh, just ran right through us. But I don't know how much there actually is to do in this town, so we need to make our way to the place that the cutscene told us to go, which I accidentally skipped. Were you? Me and poor Lot. I don't know how to say that. Do not hurt poor Lot, and me answer question. Okay, what you got? You got any rumors for us? You know, Southwind's prayer is coming up on Tyrannus 15th of the Morning Star. That's the time when everyone prays for a good planting season. Okay, not much of a rumor there, bud. It's just a fact.
That's the fact, Jack! That's the fact, Jack!
Okay, so we can travel wherever we need to go by opening the world map and then clicking on a place. Apparently, you can leave each town. I'm glad that I looked this up. You can leave each town and then wander the wilderness, but you cannot walk from city to city. You'll just walk endlessly, and it just keeps generating more and more world endlessly, and you can just wander around doing quests, fighting enemies, things like that. But to progress in the story at all, you have to actually fast travel to places. So Hammerfell apparently is where the first piece of the staff is. There's a lot to choose from here. So this is where we are, Lane Bond Place. So we can choose wherever we want to go, and according to one guide that I saw, we're supposed to go to Rihad. I don't know why. So we will take the horse. Why is it saying to go to there? We'll take the horse to Rihad. You have arrived in the city-state of Rihad in Hammerfell province. The date is blah blah blah. Took 11 days. Southernmost port of Hammerfell welcomes thee. Lay aside thy vice and avarice and enter these walls as nobles. We wish you only long life and prosperity. All right, so we have made it to another city. And it is nighttime here too. Okay, what the heck is that? A monk standing out in the street? All right, let's go ahead and save real quick. Wah! Scared the crap out. Okay, one last jump scare before we end it here. Where is a freaking inn? All right, let's get to the tavern here before we quit. The Dirty Serpent. We've made it to the Dirty Serpent. All right, I think we're safe in here. Not 100% sure, but I think this is where we're going to end it for this episode. What did you guys think of this game? I like it a lot. There are some aggravating parts about it, mainly getting in and out of water and navigating, but I would love to keep playing this game if you guys want to see more. So let me know with your likes if you want me to. If this video gets 25 or more likes, I will continue this series, and we might be able to do something like the Final Fantasy challenge we're doing, where we get 100% on all of them. That might be really fun to do in the Elder Scrolls games too. That would be quite the endeavor. Also, like Final Fantasy, we'd be doing it a long time. So let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. And like I said, 25 or more likes, we'll get another episode of this. So let me know what you think. And if you want to check out any of my other content, it is on my channel, all organized into playlists. We have Final Fantasy content. It's mostly going to be RPGs gameplay wise, but then we also have some collecting content and things like that. So go ahead and check out the channel if you want to. Join in on the community if you want. Thank you guys very much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate your support, and I hope to see you in the next video.